Out it goes from Dula, with a short pass, Dante, he's so dangerous, Dante is so dangerous! The wrecking ball has bashed its way over.
The beauty of the Champions Cup is the diverse approaches that teams take to the competition, whether it be to win it all with your strongest squad, or to use it as a platform to blood new talent for the future. Of course, we'd prefer it if all teams went for it 100%, but due to the very nature of rugby's physicality, as well as the general lack of funds for many rugby clubs to sustain large, high-quality squads, that's not possible. Nonetheless, it's still a very interesting competition, full of many talking points. This year's competition will take a different approach than last. There will be 4 pools of 6, with many interesting matchups during the first few rounds. With expectations that viewership records will be broken and that we might see the next big players for this World Cup cycle in action, this year's Champions Cup might just be the best one yet. Pool 1 will see Premiership champions Saracens competing against Bordeaux, the Bulls, Bristol Bears, Connacht and Lyon. The 2 clubs with the best form in this pool are Saracens and the Bulls. These teams will also meet in the first round on Saturday in Pretoria. However, the South African teams are unlikely to take these competitions seriously. While the Bulls have impressive depth, Jake White has said on multiple occasions that he does not believe in playing his strongest side in the Champions Cup. Pool 2 will contain French champions Toulouse, along with Cardiff, Bath, Racing 92, Harlequins and Ulster. Toulouse have historically taken the Champions Cup seriously, so they will most likely be the slight favourites to take the pool. This will be very slight favourites though, as Racing, Harlequins, Bath and Ulster have all looked good this year as well. Pool 3 might be the weakest pool of them all. Munster will be joined by Bayonne, Glasgow, Exeter, Toulon and Saints. You'd feel that Munster will likely be the winners here, as they've looked really impressive in the URC this time. If there were only 8 teams going through instead of 16, then Pool 4 would be the pool of death. The pool will be made up of La Rochelle, Stade Francais, Leicester Tigers, the Stormers, Leinster and Sale Sharks. It will be interesting to see who decides to commit their strongest 15 and who will opt to give experience for their younger players. Leinster will almost certainly want to go for gold in this year's Champions Cup to make up for the previous 2 years. Without a doubt, the biggest match of round 1 will be a rematch of last year's final, as champions La Rochelle take on Leinster. While La Rochelle haven't been on fire in this year's top 14, they always seem to raise their game against the Irish Giants. Bath vs Ulster and Sale vs Stade Francais will be the other matches to keep an eye on. I, for one, can't wait to see what strategies and tactics teams will come up with this year. For many teams, this will surely be a testing ground for new approaches to the game. If you'd like to see more videos looking at the tactics of these teams, then please consider liking and subscribing. I'll be covering some of the matches on the channel as best I can in the coming weeks. See you next time.